put him on trial. And that's a memo. Now for the top story tonight, another view. Joins in Washington, Margie Omero, Democratic strategist, and Kirsten Powers, a Fox News analyst. All right, Powers, what say you? Where am I going wrong here?
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right on the part about how terrible this is, and this was a terrible waste of money, and it's not how our taxpayer money should be spent. But this is not the norm. I worked in the Clinton administration. I worked in the White House, and we planned lots of trips, and we went on a lot of trips. I mean, sometimes to nice locales, because that's where a lot of these, summits are held. But we were very, very careful with money. So I don't think it's fair to take this and say that this is the way the government runs.
Well, look, this is the whole agency, Kirsten. All right, it's the whole agency, the General Services Administration, the agency that oversees all the federal property. All right? It's not one or two guys. It's not just Jeffrey. It's the whole agency. You can't defend it. And you can't, if you're the president of the United States. Well, you just did. You said, oh, well, not everybody in the government. It's the whole agency. All right?
No, but that's one agency. That's what I'm saying.
It's a big one. It's a big one. So I don't want the president saying, hey, Bill, hey, come on, I want a little bit more, until he cleans up this, and Solindra, and the Secret Service problems, and everything else. When he cleans it up, the educational system, then I'll start to say, okay, now you're on the right track, here's some more money, go. Not until. Kirsten.
Well, go ahead.
Kirsten, it's you.
I didn't know. I didn't know
I was allowed. I
didn't
pouring it right on your head. You defended the federal government, and I'm shredding it.
No, it's not. I am defending the federal government and saying that everybody does not behave this way. But if you're so concerned about paying taxes, what was this, about $800,000, which is a lot of money and a lot of waste? What about the Iraq War, which is going to be about $1 trillion?
So bad behavior. We're going to talk to other bad behavior.
I mean,
I'm not a big Iraq War. I'm not a big Iraq War fan.
You would stop paying taxes because we wasted $1 trillion.
Okay, what about the War of 1812, Kirsten? Okay, what about the Spanish-American War?
I don't think you were paying taxes then.
You don't have an answer.
I don't think you were paying taxes then.
No, you don't have an answer. It's absolutely wrong for the Democratic Party to continue to ask for more money when this is time and time and time again. All right, Ms. Omero, you say?
Yeah, so there are a few things. First of all, this particular scandal, it's indefensible, and I don't think anyone's defending him. Kirsten's not defending him. There are Democrats in Congress as well as Republicans are coming together to investigate what happened, which I think is appropriate. And this particular agency and conference had problems with increased costs in the Bush administration as well as now. It's important, I think, to look at the bigger picture and what President Obama has done to reduce spending on government travel, IT, real estate, printing, you name it, training, conferences.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't get this, Ms. Omero. This is the biggest. President Obama is the biggest spending president of all time in history, by far. No one's even close. And you're telling me that I should say he's cutting and I should be impressed and here's more money because you're a cutter? He spent more money than any other president by far. Well, and I mean, I don't look. Both of you guys are representing the Democratic Party. Here's my beef: you continue the Democratic Party to ask me to give you more of my hard-earned dollars, and then when all of this stuff goes crazy, $16 trillion debt, Solindra, GSA, you say, "Oh, it's not everybody." Like, I should be comforted by that.
Well, speaking of cuts,
Bill, that is actually not what I was saying. I think this is incredible that suddenly now it's the Democrats that are taking your money. I mean,
that's right. The Democrats want more of my money, and the Republicans don't.
Bill, it's the U.S. government, and you're paying for a lot of things that George Bush and the Republicans ran up. It is not just something that Obama.
Let's just stay in the here and now, Kirsten. Who's asking for higher taxes? Who?
Actually,
I'm sorry. Last time I checked, we have an out-of-control deficit that we need to pay down. We're not going to do it without.
But he's not paying it down, Kirsten.
We're not going to do it without raising taxes, Bill. It's not going to happen.
I'm sorry, Kirsten. He's not paying it down. If he were paying it down, I would say take some more of my money. He's not paying it down. He's giving it to Jeff, so Jeff can be in the hot tub. That's who he's giving it to.
That's ridiculous to even suggest that President Obama had anything to do with this.
Wait a minute, Ms. Omero. Wait a minute. Jeff got my money. Jeff got my money, and he was in the hot tub with 2 glasses of champagne. And rumor is Wayne Newton was there, but we don't know.
This isn't about Jeff. This is about what priorities do we have going further, right? Going forward, what are our priorities as a country, and how are those priorities expressed in the budget, our tax policies, and in our spending? President Obama one of the first things he did was to cut taxes for 95% of Americans, and right now he wants to have a more balanced approach. That means cutting spending and increasing revenue. It's Republicans who have dug in their heels. And most Americans, according to polling, more Americans think that they're paying their fair share of taxes than not.
Okay. All right, ladies. We appreciate the debate. Very lively. Thank you. Next on the Rundown, Dick Morris analyzes.